will be on an eco round here, trying not to spend too much credits and save up for the next round. Well, Port Washington is on a bye, trying to put Case even further behind. I believe, again, aggressive. A 4-man push on A site as Ray's flanks on B here. I believe getting caught by Case's Reyna. Case Reyna finding the flank, shutting it down. They do know at least one is A site, now finding the Alto. Alto makes noise when you pick it up, but still getting it nonetheless. Viper playing, oh, I believe Port Washington has already taken control of site here. Case looking for a retake. Sage wall coming up. Viper playing aggressive, trying to find these early picks onto the attack, defender, sorry. Playing in her smoke. Eventually, that smoke does have to come down. Case Viper wall coming out. Killjoy, Viper swinging out of her smoke, finding the Killjoy. Skyhawk coming out, blinding one. Fade Dog coming out. Unfortunately, Sky finding the Viper before the Sky, Fade Dog can hit. Reyna throwing smoke through door, peeking. Unfortunately, getting caught by, oh, double kill, triple, oh. 2 double kills here for Port Washington, 2 Reyna, 2 kills for Reyna, 2 kills for Sage. Spike was planted there, but it did not have much effect besides luring Case's defenders to try to defuse it. Case on a bye here, looking to shut down this win streak here for Port Washington. It is close to the end of the half. There are 3 rounds remaining. This game does go to first to 13 rounds here. Killjoy setting up on A side, I believe, here. And round has started now. Killjoy, I believe, looking to play aggressive to spot these attackers before they can start a push. Unfortunately, there are 2 on, 1 on B side, 1 in mid here. Viper, Case's Viper ulti coming out here on B side. They know that Port Washington is here. Viper playing out of smoke, looking for people to force them. Unfortunately, being caught with knife out. Case's Omen finding 1 here. And Case's Sky finding 1. Unfortunately, Port Washington's Fade finding 1. Omen finding a second this round. Killjoy turret finding 1. Sage finding 1 from Port Washington side here. Killjoy turret are disabled when the Killjoy has unfortunately died. Omen spraying through the Viper wall, trying to find damage on the Port Washington side. It is a 2v2 situation here. Omen does have ulti. Could look for a play with it. Skyhawk coming out, unfortunately. Oh, finding 1 onto the side. Sage knows she's at least saw that. Oh, Case's Omen fighting a triple here. Beep Bop Boo is going crazy here. Oh, it is a 1v1 situation. Viper unfortunately finding this guy off guard. Viper Molly coming out, not finding anyone. Omen pushing onto site here. Looking to defuse, but I believe Port Washington's Viper knows that. Fake defuse coming out here for Case. Trying not to stick it. Viper is waiting. Knows that that was a fake defuse. Case, I believe, getting to half here. Knows that, saw the defuse being happened. Ring around the Rosie here. I believe Viper is looking to time out through Molly onto the Spike. Spike will not be able to be defused. Looking to just save here. Both players unfortunately dying, with Case's Omen finding a 3K that round. Will have a bit more money in his pocket for those kills and his effort. Both teams playing amazingly here. Case looking to retake most of their sites. I believe they are trying to play aggressive with Killjoy rushing spawn doors now. As I say that, Killjoy decides to play more passively here. Killjoy will be looking for use out of your util. We have yeah, Port Washington, very aggressive team here, looking to just rush sites and take control immediately, trying to catch Case off guard. 4 pushing to B site, 1 pushing from flank here. They're grouping up. Viper wall coming out. Case knows that it is a B side push again. Fade ulti coming, Fade ability coming out. Sorry. Fade ulti coming out now here too. 1 for Viper, 1 for Raze on Port Washington side. They have control of the site. Looking for Case, looking for a retake. Viper finding a second this round. Raze finding a second. Raze finding it this round. Round is over with Spike being planted. Unfortunate for Case. Port Washington decided to play very aggressive there and did catch them off guard. Not ready for a push yet. This is the last round of the half. You will see Vandals and Phantoms here. If you don't use it, you lose it here. So ults will be traded, and it'll be, I believe, an aggressive round. Case will try to look to counter this aggressive plays by Port Washington. Either by playing passive and trying to look for a retake, or just trying to shut down the push altogether. Port Washington stacking 5 on B site, 3 on one side, 2 on the other, as Case is all stacked A site. Unfortunately, they will not see this from Port Washington. Alto Orb is being claimed, not in range to hear. Case does not know this yet. Viper Wall coming out on B site for Port Washington. Case 5-manning mid, looking for this retake. Omen ulti coming out, trying to find information. Viper ulti on Port Washington side coming out. Omen ulti being shot down. Viper wall coming out. Raise nade coming out, dealing damage to the Sky here, I believe. Sky trapped in a corner now. Port Washington knows it. Reyna throws blind. Peeking the wrong way. Is picked out. Viper getting a double. Sky is shutting down the Reyna. Fade ability coming out. Reyna, Sky finding a second for Case's side. Oh, Case's Viper finding a double, shutting down the other Viper ulti. Case still just, oh, triple kill for Sky on Case's side, and Case does take this round. Spike is being defused. Sky ulti was not used that round, but unfortunately it will go away due to the new half. Case is looking in a bad spot right now, 2-10. The new half could mean a potential snowball here, though. Winning pistol round is very important. It can put you ahead, and if you snowball that lead, you will have control for most of the half. I am going to get some water again. I've been talking very fast, very loud, and too much. Remember to stay hydrated, and yeah. Alright, we are back here. I believe with most of more than half of Port Washington, unfortunately, buying Ghost, and two of Cases, oh, sorry, round switch. I forgot. 3 of Case buying Ghost here, and 1 of Port Washington buying Ghost, 1 of buying Frenzy, 1 buying Light Armor. Fade ulti coming out, being shot immediately. Port Washington now knows that Case is there. Throwing up that Sage Wall. Case will see it and end up rotating to B-site. Fade ability coming out, being shot down. Case will look to play A-site now, but I believe Port Washington knows this. Their Viper looking for a more aggressive angle. While Case's Viper Wall shuts down that angle, blocking the view. Case will look to try to take this. It does not look like anybody here is here for Port Washington. Skyhawk coming out. I don't believe blinding anybody. No information gathered with that. Viper is planting here for Case's side. Nade coming down. Not on the right spot. Case's Viper was planting high instead of low. I believe Port Washington knows this as Port Washington rushes under sight. Case's Killjoy finding 1. Oh, there are a lot of trades happening here. Case's Viper finding a double. It is a 2v1 situation here. 2 teams fighting a double. It is Port Washington's Raze in the 2v1. Case does now know where she is. Could look for a play here or look to play passive and deny that spike being defused. Viper falling down. Case's Sky finding another, wrapping up the round. Case wins pistol round, first round of this half. It is looking good for Case's side here. They did win this pistol round now and could be looking to snowball it potentially. I did not lose my voice last stream, luckily. It is, becoming clear that I may lose it during this stream. I believe we do have a scrim after this, too. I will try to cast it if I can. But I do believe I'm losing my voice, unfortunately. Port Washington stacking 5 on, Case stacking 5 on A side here. Viper placing wall, denying those aggressive angles that Port Washington could take, forcing them out through the door to let them know they're there. Swinging through the Viper wall, 4 peeking, and finding the pick onto the Viper. Case heard the door open, knows that Reyna is there, finding it. Beautiful. Case with the 2 picks early in the round. Sky healing the team up, making sure they are healthy. Port Washington will have to take retake here. Fade finding 1. Fade being, unfortunately, shot after finding that pick. Case knows they are there. 4 people peeking the Sage. Case is in a 4v1 here. Looking to shut this round out. Raze finding 1 onto the spike carrier, unfortunately. Case will have to try to pick that up. Open blind coming out, swinging wide. Case does have control of spike now. Ormond being picked by the Raze here. Case is now in a 2v1 situation here. Killjoy covering flank, looking to plant here and stall the round out just a little bit more. Port Washington's Raze does realize this and is playing quietly to try to get onto site here. Case knows this, finding the pick. Case is Killjoy with a triple here this round. Case winning their 2nd round in a row, looking for a potential snowball here. Full buys could happen here on Case's side as they look to try to snowball this lead even larger. I believe Port Washington will buy here as well. Both teams should be buying this round as Port Washington looks to try to close out this match, but Case saying not yet, we still have some fight left in us. It is a 4-10 game as Case is looking for the attack now. There is 1 coming, Killjoy coming on the flank for A site as 4 stack A for Case. 2 on B side for Port Washington, 1 in mid and 2 on A site. Raze trying to play aggressive onto this Killjoy flank here. Killjoy finding the kill onto Raze. There is now no one left defending flank for Port Washington. Case is pushing onto site. Port Washington's Fade finding the Omen, finding the pick onto the Omen. Unfortunately, earlier in the round, they are trading 1-for-1 here. Shots being exchanged. Killjoy is low due to that trade with the Rays. And split from team. Could be looking for a rotate. Port Washington's Fade looking for the flank to cover it again, as their Rays was picked off from it. Knows that the Killjoy is still there. It is 3 on site. Reyna finding the pick onto Killjoy, helping her team on the flank. Case rotating to B side while this happened. I believe that Killjoy was there to make noise and distract Port Washington. Sage finding a pick. Reyna, Viper finding a pick too. Viper finding a double this round. Defenders do shut down Case's win streak. And it is 4-12. The game is growing near, and Case looking to find something here. Full buying this round as well. They do have 2 ultimates on Case's side, while only 1 for Port Washington. Case could look to try to play a bit more passive here and look for picks before they rush in and use ultis. We shall see how this goes. The Case 5-stacking B site. No one on flank here. Reminder, Split does have 2 sides where you can take site from, and Case stacking one of them. That is a Fade ulti coming out from Port Washington side. I don't believe finding anybody. They will know that nobody is pushing A site now for Case. Case spraying down the Sage wall. I believe Port Washington does now know that Case is trying to hard push B site. Attacker, Killjoy ulti coming out. Viper finding a double here onto Case. Viper finding a triple. Fade finding 1. Fade finding a double. Viper with a triple on Port Washington side. 4-12 for Case Legends. This is match point. If Case does not win here, the game will be over. Case looking for a potential large sweep here. As if Port Washington does win 1 round, the game is over. Port Washington buying, full buying here, trying to shut this game out, while Case does it as well. They have heavy shields, but not Vandals or Phantoms. They may be lacking in firepower, but do still have armor. Could look to play better, play for picks here. Play more slow and wait for something to happen. Case finding the Fade ability. Killjoy finding a pick onto Viper here. That is a Vandal on the, Bulldog, sorry, for them on the ground. Fade being picked did not give Case much value as they already had around mid-tier guns. That's okay. Case is, I believe, looking for aggressive plays here. Skyhawk coming out. Sage wall coming out for Port Washington sides. 9 Cases push. Viper ulti coming out here for Case. They are looking to make it onto site. Raze does see that and isn't playing in Viper smoke. Case's Reyna finding 1 while Port Washington's Reyna also finds another. Spike is being planted here in the Sage smoke, in the Viper smoke. Sage finding 1 pick onto the Case's Omen. 3v3 here. 3v2 as I say that. Killjoy finding a pick onto the Sage. Playing in the smoke. Reyna finds the Case's Reyna. Case's Killjoy with the Quadra to win the round. 4 kills for Case's Killjoy. Playing very smart in an area not easily seen. Beautiful round for Case here. They do stall themselves for more time. Looking to buy out here and hopefully take this game. It is again 5-12 here for Case. They cannot lose another round. But they are in good shape now with enough money to look to try to play more aggressive and not have to look for those picks. Case does have 2 ultis approaching on 2 more. Port Washington has 2 ultis and approaching on 1 more. These are ultis that only need 1 more point. This ult orb here on B site could be important. Case 5 stacks B site. Sky finding pick onto the Fade. There are only 2 now on B site. Sage wall being shot down. Omen, Case's Omen finding the TP. Being shot by Viper, unfortunately. At least knowing that there are at least 2 people on this site. Case looking to push. Skyhawk coming out, finding 1, I believe. Port Washington's Raze finding 1. Vipers playing in each other's smoke, trying to find the other. Case's Viper finds 2. Port Washington's Raze finds 2. Port Washington's Raze finds 3. Ultis looking to pick this Viper off and shut down the round. That is it. Port Washington's Raze finding a 4K. Case's Reyna looking for a retake here. Looking to play aggressive with the ulti. Trying to find a double. Dodging the Raze nade just barely. Spike is down on B site. Case does need to try to retake this Spike. Unfortunately, that is the game. Port Washington Sage shutting down the Reyna. It was a good game. 13-5 Port Washington wins. That was a amazing game to cast. There were some amazing plays from both sides. Again, I have been your host. If you did not see me last time, I was your host. I am Jay or Coldy Cold. I've played on 3 teams before. and it was an honor to cast this second game here for the Valorant pilot season. I again need some more water. My throat is quite dry. I believe Case will be doing a scrim here after. I will try to find some interviews here too for Case's side. So just give me a minute to try to set those up. We will be back in just a second. All right, we are back here, and I do have some interviews on the side of Case. We have here. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
You can go first.
I'm Trillian or Bunny Bee.
And I'm Ethan, or Rewind is me.
And who did you guys play this game?
I was Reyna.
And I was Sky.
All right, all right. So, how did you guys feel going into this game?
We were a little nervous, they have some pretty high level players, but overall we tried to keep spirits up by like joking around and stuff.
Yep. Was
Alright.
definitely a bit nervous because what we heard was one of them was peak immortal, so we were a bit nervous for him. But then we turned out we didn't actually do that bad. So
Yeah, I mean, you guys did take 5 rounds of them. For anyone who doesn't know, Immortal is one of the higher ranks in the game. Just under Radiant, which is top 500 players, Immortal is top 5,000. So, how do you think you guys could have improved during this game?
We were struggling a lot on defense, obviously. We just couldn't get a decent strat going. We couldn't decide if we wanted to hold point more or play a little bit back.
yeah.
So, what did you guys take out of this game? What did you guys learn?
I mean, every game's we're always getting better at playing as a team, getting to know each other's play styles, which always helps us improve.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, just getting better, improving week by week. Just got to get better. Playing as a team, most definitely.
All right. And any comments on how the game went? Any kind of closing thoughts or anything?
I mean, even though we lost, I was just happy to play. You know, our last game was a forfeit, so I guess if nothing else, it was pretty fun.
Yeah, and it was a good experience going against higher ranks than what we are. So,
Spirits are always pretty high in green team.
yep,
Hmm. All right. Well, thank you guys for your time. Thank you for being here.
yeah,
Yep.
no problem.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. Thank you.
Yep. See ya.
Bye.
All right. Unfortunately, that will be all for today. I am losing my voice. Case will go to practice now. I believe we do have some games upcoming. Week 2, for Case, I believe we do have the schedule. If you want to pull it up. Case will play more. We will be back next week. I believe Tuesday and Thursdays are the game days here. And I believe that is all for today. So thank you guys for being here. Again, I have been your host, Jay or Coldy Cold. And that is all for this week. So see you later.